Hi everyone, Helevon here. Today we're going to take a look at another song by Måneskin in Italian, Le parole lontane. The symbol of the muse, which we explore in Torna a casa, returns here, and we see the same juxtaposition between, on the one hand, the theme of love, represented in the beauty of the relationship and the anxiety of a looming breakup, and on the other, the theme of artistic inspiration, representing in the fear of losing the muse, the creative force. This idea impregnates both the lyrics of the song and the music video, which we are going to watch. Let's start.
Come l'aria mi respirerai il giorno che ti nasconderò dentro frasi che non sentirai, che l'errore tuo è stato amarmi come se domani il mondo fosse uguale a com'era ieri.
From the beginning, we see the speaker fearing a day when he will not be heard anymore. If we interpret this as a love song, we see an impending fracture between the two lovers. There will come a day when she, the female entity of the song, will not be able to hear him because she will be far away. She will only exist in his words. The reason for the fracture, says the speaker, is that time changes everything and causes people to drift apart.
Adesso lasciami credere che questo sia reale, che sento l'ansia che sale, bevo le lacrime amare. Ti prego lasciami perdere dentro l'acqua del mare, che le parole lontane giuro te le voglio urlare.
Here we see the nostalgia for something good that is lost and the desire to return to that moment in time when everything was perfect, even if it's just an illusion. The loss that the speaker experiences brings him to despair. He cries, he has anxiety, it feels like a nightmare. He wants to shout, but nothing comes out.
Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana da me.
We notice the emphasis on the words, even in the title. Of course, in the context of a romantic relationship, this could imply a lack of communication, which may eventually lead to a breakup. But based on how these images appear in the lyrics, on the music video, and on the figure of Marlena, which the band stated represents the muse, I'll go with the interpretation that the loss described is that of artistic inspiration. The muse is the concept coming from Greek mythology, where muses were personifications of knowledge, whether artistic or scientific, and goddesses of inspiration. In literature, from ancient times throughout the Middle Ages and up to modern revivals of classical style, the muse is in vogue in the beginning of a work because being blessed by the muse at your side while creating ensures an original and exceptional work that will last the test of centuries. So we find depictions of the muse not only in mythology, but also in works of fiction, taken from ancient Greek literature and applied over in Italy's literary tradition, for example, in Vergilius's Aeneid, Ovidius and his Metamorphoses and Amores, Boethius in The Consolation of Philosophy, Dante's Divine Comedy, and many more revivals in recent centuries. So Måneskin provides a nice continuation of this literary trope applied to a very contemporary style of music.
Il tempo brucerà tutti i fogli che parlan di te, piangerai con me sotto il sole, poi ti illumierà per portare via le parole forse inutili. Canteremo insieme restando muti.
There are a lot of references to writing, words spoken, written on paper, images of artistic creation, but time erases them, and the words become useless, distant, slipping away from the speaker, a sensation which triggers anxiety within him because he feels that without his words, his inspiration, without being able to hear the words in his head and construct them, he is lost. He and Marlena still feel in unison. You'll cry with me under the sun and then it'll pour. So the rain after the sun suggesting the end of something. And they can sing together, but they remain mute. I see in this antithesis a representation of the loss of that wholesome connection that they used to have.
Adesso portami a casa che mi spaventa l'inverno, le gambe stanno cedendo, non vedi che ho troppo freddo. Marlena, portami a casa che il tuo sorriso è stupendo, ma sai se adesso ti perdo, non vedo neanche più un metro.
Here is the speaker's plea for Marlena to comfort him like she used to. Without him, he's in a bad place. Scared, paralyzed, he doesn't know what to do with himself. As we saw in Torna a Casa and Coraline, winter and the cold are symbols for loneliness and anxiety, and he wants to return home to that place of comfort. Because the loss of inspiration, like the loss of a loved one, means giving away a piece of yourself, and this can throw you off course.
Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me.
In the video, we see that Marlena is the lover of each of the band members. While she is with them, they are happy and inspired. Thomas is playing the guitar, Ethan is writing, but when she leaves them, they are lost.
Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché ti sento lontana da me.
It is she who holds all the power in this relationship. She can initiate contact, she has the freedom to come to them and kiss them, move from one to another, and eventually leave for good.
Come l'aria mi respirerai il giorno che ti nasconderò dentro frasi che non sentirai.
And they can't do anything about it. They don't try to stop her when she goes away, but they only go outside, disoriented, but united in their loss. So this was my analysis, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like it and subscribe, and please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.